So Olive Garden has a new dish. I don't want to go inside today, mainly because last time I went, the music was so loud and it was super dark, so I just didn't want to do it today, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I got it in the car, but I'm right outside. This still is super fresh. I know people have a thing with that, but either way, man, with the snowstorm and stuff, I just didn't want to do it. I just wanted to try this out because I was going on my apps today, and I was like, yo, this is new. I never had it before. So let me see what it's hitting on. But first, I wanted to start with what I think is the best appetizer of Olive Garden. We didn't really get to wrap up the best, and I feel like we're already in February of 2026, so like I don't know if I'll do something for that for a lot of the places that I missed, just because things got a little hectic towards the end of the year. But this is my favorite appetizer. I was shocked at how good this was. So this is the shrimp frito mixto, and I really liked this the last time I got it. So it is fried shrimp with peppers that are also breaded and fried, and then they serve it with these two dipping sauces. It's better than anything I've had of Red Lobster. And I did, what, like 3 or 4 videos of Red Lobster in the last year? But this is what it looks like, man. This fried piece of shrimp. I'm going to go to first one with no sauce. I forgot to hit it with the lemon. But either way, the breading on this is really light. It's like a fish fry. So let me get this little dipping sauce here. I think this is their remoulade. Wow, so it's like it's a ranch. That ain't a remoulade, it's a ranch. That's kind of weird. I think I like the red sauce more. Yeah, that's like a marinara. But these fried peppers as well. They fry them up real nice. Look at this piece. And you get that pop of lemon in there. Let's try this, like, what they call a remoulade, which tastes like ranch again. I prefer the red sauce, but either way, this breading, it's just like a lemon parsley. Really light breading. They're still crispy even though we're in the car. I know they are better in the restaurant, but they're still really good. And you add these peppers in, and you got what I think is, as far as these chain restaurants go, probably the best seafood appetizer I've gotten from any of them. Which is nuts. Olive Garden is one of those places that, like, some of their stuff really does hit. I've come around to it because I really didn't like it the first time I went. But if you've never had it, try this. If you like Red Lobster, I think you'll really love this. And no one really talks about it. Can't go to Olive Garden and not get the breadsticks. This is a weird one. You get 2 free breadsticks. So you get one with an appetizer and one with an entree, which is normal. So when I looked into just getting sauce for my breadsticks, they charge you like $9 for a large one, or you can get 6 breadsticks in a smaller one for $4.49. So I just ended up getting extra breadsticks. I'll just give them away. But my favorite dipping sauce, most people say it's the Alfredo, but for me, it's the 5 cheese marinara. It's like a mix of both to me. It's the best one. Alfredo does hit here, in the breadsticks particularly. And these definitely don't taste like the old breadsticks. They look more like hot dog buns. But they're still good. They're just not what they were. It's old man talking, man. If you don't know, then you just never had a chance to go here like 10, 15 years ago. Their old ones were more like cylinders in shape. And they were better, but it's still like the same butter, garlic bread type of vibe to it. And this sauce really does make these hit. A lot of people do the Alfredo, but I've tried all of them, and this one's still my favorite. The other thing I see people do, take the marinara and mix it with Alfredo. But that's what this tastes like with more cheese. Opinion. Nothing factual about that. But this is damn good still. They're just not as generational as they used to be. But I still like them. Okay, so this is Olive Garden's new pasta. It's called Calabrian steak and shrimp bucatini. You can get this, just the steak or just the shrimp. The steak itself is $26. The shrimp or the steak and shrimp is $23.79. But it's grilled sirloin tips with shrimp and bucatini pasta tossed in a spicy Calabrian cream sauce with spinach and tomatoes. And it says you don't really get a choice. The steak's prepared medium, so that's the way you're going to eat it. Okay. Bucatini are much thicker spaghetti noodles, kind of. And if you never had them, they look like I know somebody, I don't want to say what someone used to say these look like, because it might turn some people's stomach. So I'm just going to, it's not raunchy or anything. I just don't want to ruin anybody's appetite. A lot of y'all watch this while you're eating. All right, let's get the shrimp. I'm going to do 3 bites. I did one with just noodles, one with steak, will be after this, because I'm doing a shrimp one now. Okay, let's get a piece. Let's get a steak here. Here we go. I said this last time. I don't know if they're like sous videing their steak or something like that. I got it last time with their steak tortellini. Really tender. And the same thing with this one. Of course, the one I bite now it's not tender. This one's chewy as hell. Okay, we're going to have to try another piece because this is like eating Goodyear tire. What the hell? Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay, this piece is tender. Okay, we're doing one more bite, bro, because I don't want to say it's tender and then it's not tender. I've had 5 pieces. 3 were tender and 2 were not. I don't think it matters because I think this pasta's kind of mid. I just wanted to be sure about the steak statement. Shrimp is cool. The spicy cream sauce, let me just make sure I get one from the bottom because I know people, oh, you didn't try it. Like all right, man. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's Olive Garden like fantasy fest. I'm just trying to give an honest opinion here. My honest opinion, I like the spice level to it because it actually is a spicy cream sauce. It's just there's not any other flavor going on beyond spice. Like nothing, which is weird because even like a Fra Diavolo has a nice tomato base, or it just doesn't have any other flavor besides slightly spicy. And the 50-50 chewy steak is also hurting that too. Now, could it have continued the cooking process in the time that it took to get them from the kitchen to right outside where I am? Yes. So take that into consideration. But the main thing that I'm taking away from this, I don't want to just lay into something without like trying it a bunch of times. Can confirm, spicy nothing sauce. So I like their tortellini one, which I went to, but this one to me is just like very meh. And because it costs way more than almost anything else, this is a waste of money. They need to just do the steak gorgonzola pasta, which was much better than this, because it had a lot more flavor. I'm picking the shrimp and the steak out. And this is spicy nothing. I love spicy pastas, Fra Diavlos, things like that. But this to me just doesn't have any other flavor besides this. No garlic, no nothing. So, reluctantly, I'm giving this one a 3.5 out of 10 with a possibility to be up to a 5 out of 10. But I'm taking more points off with half of the steak I got was chewy and half wasn't. I tried. So if this is your first time watching, I have done probably like 7 or 8 Olive Garden videos in the last couple of years. And I think they've been a lot better depending on what I get. But there's still a lot of dishes from here that are like massive L's to me. Most of the time, if you play it safe here, you'll be okay. You get the breadsticks, get a good soup, and stick to like your basic types of pasta. Still, the never-ending pasta is probably my favorite. Or even just something basic like the Tour of Italy. But when you start going into the specialty stuff they have here, it's like, you have like a 1 in every 4 chance of being something that's like, oh, this is really good. So, I try to tell the truth with these places. Olive Garden has come a long way with me. It's still not my favorite, but this just isn't one of the things. But I wanted to try it in case anybody was interested. And I don't want you to waste your money, and I'd rather waste mine instead. But it's still pretty damn cold out here. We're still trying to move the snow all over the place out here. I know there's a lot of places that are in much worse shape than us. I've been seeing some of my mutuals on social media showing like sheets of ice that they have. At least the roads are drivable here now, but we still got mountains of snow piles, and a lot of parking is probably the heaviest issue for us, like most cities. But as always, I hope everybody out there is staying warm. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope the weather didn't like ruin anything you had going too much. But I wanted to get here ASAP and try this out for you. I really appreciate y'all rocking with me through all this stuff. I said this week has been really tough, like the past week, as far as making content. The roads are getting clearer, but it's still a little rough for me. But I'm still going to make content as much as I possibly can, which means, as always, we will be back tomorrow. More content, man. Hands-ons. They made it to YouTube.